Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Transport Fever! I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day, because I'm certainly excited to be back here in the Great American Plains, where we're currently sitting on $118 million. But with that said, quite a few people have been asking recently, so what's the point in the game when you start making this kind of money? Well, there's still a lot of vehicles to unlock. It is 1965, we're sitting on a lot of money, and I don't think there's going to come a point where we start losing masses of money, but I'm noticing that here, for example, production is, it's alright, but I'd like it to be higher. There's not as much steel around here as there used to be. And if we go over this way, there's really very little fuel here at all, because the production is 66. And the reason for that is because production here is 76. Basically, Modesto Oil Well is not really doing all that well at the moment. Oil well, not anyway. You know, puns aside, I want to see if I can make Arlington a bit better. Because there's a couple of people that go back and forth from Arlington to Santa Rosa via the aircraft, via the plane. But I'd like to see if I can increase that number. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get some bus stops around Arlington. So we're going to put one there. We're going to put one there. We're going to put one way down here as well. Sort of in, let's see, that spot-ish. Something like that. Then I want one down here as well. So we're going to get those linked together, which is going to be the Arlington Loop. So from there to there. And then to that one. And then all the way down to that stop right there. And it's not obviously the most efficient line in the world, but it is going to give us a little bit of cover for people to move around Arlington. So that is going to be B for bus and Arlington Loop, which is totally fine. So we can go ahead and get some vehicles onto that. I believe our depot is going to be right here. We'll buy some road vehicles. We'll just go for a couple of the fish bowls. In what color is the Arlington Loop? That's the question. Arlington Loop is sort of a pale yellow color, so sort of like that almost. So buy 2 of those to start with, put them on the Arlington Loop, and away they go. So they're going to do their thing. They're hopefully going to make Arlington a little bit better in terms of getting people around here. And that's hopefully going to start to improve Arlington. Now, something else we're going to need to do is start bringing stuff to Arlington. We need to get things like food or tools or machines or construction material, just stuff like that that we can hopefully use to improve Arlington completely. So what I'm thinking is if we could start turning perhaps some planks into some tools, we could do some good stuff here, because obviously we have the machine factory down here. We have a forest over here. We have a sawmill over here. We also have some complaints up here. Grand Prairie Oil Refinery wants me to ship more items. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I can see why that's a problem. Okay, so we need more trucks going from the Grand Prairie Oil Refinery, which is going to be these guys right here carrying crude oil, I believe. No, carrying just oil. So that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. They are going to be on the oil from Grand Prairie, which is this one. So that'll hopefully get more things shipping out of here. That's a lot of oil though. So hopefully we can do some good stuff with that. Anyway, what I'm thinking is if we can bring some wood over to the sawmills here, we can start turning some of that into things like tools, which we can take to Arlington in an effort to hopefully slightly improve Arlington. That's my thinking anyway. It would be nice if we could do similar with construction materials, but the nearest construction material plant is this one. which I suppose we could use. We have this one over here currently active, so maybe we bring some stone from up there to here and then to Arlington. Assuming there's roads that we can take to do that. It doesn't necessarily look like there will be. I'm definitely tempted to give it a shot, though. Let's see if we can get some new roads in here. So if we go for a small country road here, sort of off of that spot and just up like that. So something like that. It's going to loop over to there. It's going to go via tunnel, apparently. That's fine. So it's going to go from there to there, and then I want this one to go pretty much straight across anyway. So through there, connecting over there. 1.89 million is fine. We sort of have the money. So that's going to connect straight through to there. Then that road's going to go all the way straight to Arlington, which is perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring this little road sort of done this way a little bit. If I can get that to go straight, that'd be ideal, though. I guess that'll sort of do. So it's going to come this way, and it's going to connect over there, which is totally fine. So that's just another little shortcut. Actually going to upgrade some of these roads around here just to make things a little bit faster. So all of that's getting upgraded. That could probably be upgraded as well. Train 3 has reached... Okay, so train 3 is going to need replaced. We'll get to that in just a moment. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to get a truck station right there. And I want another truck station just there. Actually, can I get it at the corner? I totally can. So another truck station just there. So it's going to be stone to construction materials, then construction materials going straight to Arlington. Now, construction materials are consumed by industry, and industry is up this end, so we can go straight to that depot right there. So let's get that set up. We'll do it backwards, which is going to be this way. So what that's going to be is a cargo truck line, which is bricked from Durham, technically, to Arlington, which is fine. So bricks from Durham to Arlington. And then we have stone from wherever this is, stone from Tallahassee. Okay, so cargo truck line is going to be stone from Tallahassee going to brick in Durham. Okay, so that is pretty much set up. That's going to be a line that will consume the bricks that get made, which is absolutely perfect. I would like to start getting some tools made, but I think what we may need to do there is find a way to get some wood onto a train and take it over that way. Otherwise, we might run into some slight issues. I'm also thinking we might want to get some more vehicles that can take the processed oil out of here, because there's so much of it. Although I think we might be doing that. The production's pretty high on this. So I guess we'll see. Anyway, let's close this up real quick and start getting some trucks on this. So we need something that can take stone and something that can take construction materials. So we're going to go to here. And you can take stone, right? Yeah, you can take stone. Make you sort of silvery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. And they are going to be on the stone from Tallahassee to bricks in Durham. And then we want this, which can carry construction materials. We're going to make it sort of a... That's dark red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. And we'll set those on the bricks to Arlington line, which is fine by me. So what we now need to go in and do is make sure they're all set up to automatically replace. So the Arlington loop line is going to automatically replace with the... Oh, we just got a 737 with the fishbowl. Just like so. And auto replace. The planes we're not going to worry about too much yet. We do need to set up the Grand Parade to Durham line to auto replace. So that's another fishbowl in black and auto replace. We've got the brick lines. We actually have a few lines in there, but a lot of those are trains. So let's get the bricks line set up to auto replace. So we want some construction materials in dark red. And we also want the stone from Tallahassee to bricks in Durham, which is this one right there in a sort of silverish gray color. job done. So those are set to replace. What we now need to do, though, is get these trains here, the cargo trains, set up. So if we look at the details on this, it's 30 years old. And this one is 41 years old. So we need to automatically replace this vehicle. Basically. Like that's kind of the gist of it. So what I'm thinking is, what's this? We'll get to that in a second. What I'm thinking is this is the old one. So if we go in and say we want to replace it, we want to replace with some new vehicles. So we want locomotives first. We could go electric. They are pretty quick. Well, some of them. But diesel, I think, is going to be faster because we have this one right here. But if we go to the multiple units, we can actually go for this, which is even which is the same speed, more power. And I believe we have one of these pulling a passenger train as well. So let's get one of these in. Let's go. Maybe I don't know, sort of orange. No, let's just go black on this. So go for a black front end of the train. Then the wagons need to be food, if I'm not mistaken. So the wagons are nothing but food, which is fine by me. So we go food, and we'll go sort of 1 and 2 and 3. Then 1 and 2 and 3. And then we'll go for one more set. And 2 and 3. So that right there is the replacement vehicle. 19.8 million. Replace. There are 2 vehicles to be replaced. The purchased cost exceeds the sales profit. Why do I have to... Oh, we're really replacing both vehicles? No. Replace this one. 18.8 million. Yeah. So we're auto-replacing this one. This one will get replaced eventually. Automatically later down the line. But I want to go to this train. I want to go straight to this train because I want to see what's up. I want to see it get replaced, basically. I think it has replaced there, but it may have bugged out because the front end of the train is actually sort of clipping through. Which is fine. That'll happen. It's also filling up super quickly, which is beautiful. It can carry 162 units of food. Which is totally fine by me. This right here is a new train as well. I'm really excited to see this thing get going. I'm also totally thinking I want to get more vehicles going to the farms here, but that might just be a little bit too much. That could very well be a little bit too much. So let's have a look. We do have construction materials not getting made. We actually have 15 people waiting for a plane here, which is kind of cool. Do we have... No, there's no construction materials here yet. That's totally fine. Let's have a little look, though. Do we have this thing nearly full? 141. Not bad. Very nearly there. I assume the other train's waiting. No, the other train's coming back in. Which is fair enough. So there we go. That thing's now ready to go. Actually, I don't know where the other train happens to be. Maybe it's that one. Either way, this thing is really cool looking. I really enjoy the look of that train. And I'm excited to get 2 of those moving along the tracks, because that thing is going to be super quick. Well, it would be if it had the space to move super quickly. Which, unfortunately, it doesn't, but you get the idea. It's the thought that counts, some might say. I mean, it isn't, but... whatever. I don't really know where that topic of conversation was going, if I'm completely honest. How much money are we going to get? 3.3 million. What? That doesn't seem like a lot. That doesn't seem... Maybe that is a lot. Either way, is this thing here having problems? Because production's still not where I want it to be. Are we having issues bringing coal over here? So the coal comes from here. Production's pretty good there too, actually. Maybe we're just moving it so quickly that everything's sort of just working. Definitely a possibility. As for these trucks here, we do have them finally coming in and starting to move some of the construction materials, which is beautiful to see. So we should see, fairly soon, Arlington do some good stuff. I'm also thinking I want to go to the plane line here, because that does make money. But I wonder if we were to set a replacement vehicle, if we go for the 737, 21 passengers, very fast. Running costs are quite high though. This thing here, the Comet 4B is a bit cheaper. But I think I might go. Oh, we got a proper truck right there. I'm gonna go for the Boeing, I think. And we'll get those in very, very blue. So we'll have those two planes replaced with the Boeing. They're quite expensive, but it should be fine. What's the lifespan looking like on those? 28 years. What's the total lifespan on those? Of 40 years. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. We'll keep those planes running for a while. That is totally fine by me. So we got some new trucks. We got some new trucks. We need to go through all of this and have all of our vehicles automatically replaced. So this thing right here. So these are bricks that we want to move initially. So construction material in bright red. Let's go for that. So they're going to auto replace. Stone from Tallahassee. Replacement vehicle is going to be the Peterbilt not 359. That's the stone one. And that's going to be sort of a whitish color. That should be fine. We've got, well, we need to get something done with those passenger trains at some point as well. That line is actually losing money right now, which is kind of a major concern. Might need to figure something out about that. But we'll do that shortly. Bricks from Chicago to Chicago. Replacement vehicle, again, going to be the Peterbilt. So that's going to be construction materials. Again, we'll go for a bright red on that. We've got the bricks to Elgin line. Similar story. Going to go bright red on that one too. So those will automatically replace at some point. The crude oil lines. Can these things actually transport crude oil? Yes, they can. Okay. So the crude oil lines, I think the dark blue is probably good. So we'll go for that on both of those. Crude oil is right there. And dark blue is right there. So those will start upgrading eventually. The coal line, replace with this, moving the... Where's the coal? There's the coal. That'll be, I think, black on that one. And then we have the farm. The farm's an interesting one. Because technically we can go back to having these things haul anything. Which is totally fine by me. So we're going to make those bright green. For the sake of the farms. And I'm going to replace the farm vehicles as well. 5.6 million is fine. So farm vehicles going to be replaced. Fuel from Arlington going to Arlington is going to be another one of these guys moving fuel, wherever that happens to be. Fuel's down there. And I think we'll make that sort of that kind of... We'll go for bright pink. Bright pink on that. So there we go for the fuel. We have so many lines. Goods from Lafayette aren't actually getting replaced automatically. Interesting. Did not realize that. So goods are going to go there, and goods can sort of be a darkish brown color. Auto replace. And then we have so many more lines to go through. Good lord. Well, the job's done. All of the vehicles are set to replace with this thing right here. And this thing right here is hauling so much. 151k every time from that right there. Which is kind of nuts, really. Also really tempted to go replace this thing. 16.2 million, let's do it. We'll have that replaced once it drops things off there. Which will be super good for us. We just got another new train as well, which is beautiful news. There we go. There's that thing coming back in. So yeah, we have a lot of trucks coming up this way to pick up a lot of things. A lot of things. But we should gradually see, as time goes by, a lot of our cargo vehicles will get replaced by different vehicles. They'll get replaced by the trucks. These things can last up to 25 years, so it's going to be a while before we start seeing mass replacement, but that's kind of okay. I'm not too worried about that. Now let's have a little look at Arlington and see how it's going. So it's actually excellent in terms of fuel and construction material, which is good. That is very good news. It's the tools that I'm now slightly worried about, and the food. Because we have food processing up here, but we have a farm here. We have Durham Farm, which, I mean, we could set up a train line. We could set up some roads if we wanted to take some stuff over. But that's a long, long drive if we really want to do so. There's actually a farm down there as well. Maybe we set up a line. Maybe that's what we do. We set up a line that can... let me just double check as well. The Arlington lines... Yeah, so the Arlington loop isn't making money. Chicago loop's not making money. What about the fuel from Arlington to Chicago line is also not actually making money, which is really frustrating. So the passenger train line's also not making money. Maybe one of the trains gets sold. That one. Go sell that train. So that one's going to be sold. That'll save us a bit of money. What about the construction materials one for Arlington? We're looking for... Did I put C? Why did I put C? It's T for truck. I put C for cargo. Don't know why I did that. So the bricks line is working, and that's working as well. So those need to be renamed. That's not supposed to be C. It's supposed to be T for truck, not C for cargo. So there we go. That's where I got real confused with that one. Okay. So that's fair enough. That's going to save us a little bit of money there with that train being gone. Might be worth replacing train 1 with this thing here, but we'll see. As for the rest of it, though, I don't know. I feel like we're going to need to set up, you know, a line that goes from this farm up to the processing there and then brings food down into Arlington. I think we're going to have to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to start upgrading some roads. So that stretch, and that stretch can be upgraded. Maybe we go for the medium country road, though, or a large one to bring that speed limit up. Or maybe a medium one's probably going to be a better bet. So we'll go for a medium country road on there, although it's not going to work at that corner, unfortunately. But we'll do all of that. They'll have to slow down at that corner. I wonder if I could fix that. So if we bring the road out and sort of around like that a little bit. And then straight forward. So that'll work. That'll bring the speed limit up. We can bring a new road sort of out this way. And up that way. And then connect it at the front of this place, if possible. It's going to be kind of expensive, but it's all good. Connect it there. Then we want to upgrade that entire stretch of road, which is not going to let me... Oh, hold on. It will let me do it. So upgrade all of that and that. And then this whole stretch of road as well needs upgraded. So that we can get up to food processing nice and quickly. Which is going to be super important. So that in general is going to increase the speed limit around there. But what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and set up a truck station. So the truck station is going to go right there. So that's going to be where the grain and the livestock come from. Then they're going to go up to there. And then they need to go to Arlington, specifically to shopping facilities. Now, the shopping facilities in Arlington are in the middle, which is making me think that what I'd like to do really is bring a little road off of here. That's going to bulldoze 2 buildings, but it's going to put the shopping, the delivery thing for these right in the middle of Arlington, which is super important. So right there. So let's get this set up. We're going to go farm, I guess, to food. So that's technically going to be T for truck, farm in Arlington to food in Arlington, which is totally fine by me. Then we need to set up a new line, which is food from Arlington to Arlington, which is going to be nice and simple as well. So that's another T line, food from Arlington to Arlington. Okie dokie. So that right there really should help improve that city as well. So what we need at this point are trucks. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to go to here. Gonna get some trucks. They can carry anything, which is good. We're gonna make them bright green. Actually, we'll go bright yellow on these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. And they are gonna be on the farm from Arlington to food in Arlington. Then we want to get some that are gonna move food and only food. And they are gonna be, I suppose, blue. Very blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And set those on the food to Arlington line. So we should see, eventually, some good stuff happen with Arlington. We've already got some reasonable numbers at the airport. Pretty sure the planes are still making money as well. Which is brilliant news. So we're definitely seeing some good stuff happening. Ah, we got this train coming in again. Not bad at all. 29 units on there, 31, 32. How's the production looking on this? 300, wow. The production on that is absolutely nuts. It really is. Have we got any of the other, oh, hello. No, those are the new ones, aren't they? Have we got any of the other vehicles replacing yet? No. No, they're all still the same. I mean, fair enough. I am really tempted to upgrade one of my planes, to be honest. I think I might. Train 1's reached its lifespan. Okay, let's replace this jet. Or this plane with that jet. So train 1, let me go to it real quick. It's this one. 52 of 52 on board. Once it drops them off, we're going to go sell it. So there's the money. Sell the train. All right. So this train here is looking all right. So I know what exactly we need to do with that. So let's go to the train depot. Let's get ourselves a new train. It's going to be multiple units. It's going to be, oh, hello, the Metro liner. 120 miles per hour, 81 passengers. It is electric though, isn't it? That's tempting. Very, very tempting. It is technically faster than the other thing. Let's maybe give it a shot. Let's go and get a lot of our lines to be electrified. I think we're gonna need to do that. Incoming vehicles. Oh, all right. Can we upgrade? There we go. So upgrade all of that. Upgrade those bits. And basically, as much of this is, basically all of it really needs to be electrified. Because I do think going for electric trains is going to be a good thing. I think if we can go ahead and, you know, get some nice fast electric trains in here, especially the passenger ones, because they do look the part. I think getting a few of those in is really going to be good. So just upgrade as much of this as we possibly can. Just going around there. It's kind of expensive. That's actually not that expensive now that I look at it. Now this right here is going to mess with the number of passengers in that station in that it just got rid of them. That's a pain, but there's really nothing we can do about that. A similar story with that. So just all of this gets upgraded while we unlocked a new train. That's totally fine by me. So that little bit in there gets upgraded. That little bit in there gets upgraded. And these bits over here all get upgraded too. Then we need to upgrade the other side as well. So there we go. There. Oh, too much slope apparently. Really? I find that tricky to believe. So upgrade all of that. Upgrade all of that. I'm getting some serious frame rate problems here. So that's where there's too much slope. Okay. Let's pause real quick while we fix this. Just got rid of one of the signals as well. Not too keen on that, but whatever. Should be good. So basically we need the train tracks to go straight through there and be electrified. Can we get that to go straight through? We totally can. Can we get it to go through and be... Yeah, we can. That is electrified. What about that one? All right. That was apparently no problem. Interesting. Let's get the rest of this upgraded then to have electricity on the lines. And that looks to me like it goes straight through, which is perfect because it means we're now in a spot where if I add the signals back in, so one there and one there, we can go ahead and get that multiple unit electric train. So let's go to multiple units. Let's buy this and get it in orange. And set it on the line. Train 1, you are going to be on the passenger train line. There you go. So let's see it go. I'm curious. I'm really, really curious to see how this thing looks. Oh. It looks the part. It really looks the part, and I'm really pleased with that. And it's so much cleaner than this thing as well. It's a lot smaller too. So we should see some pretty cool stuff from that. 81 passengers versus 76. So this thing here, honestly, we could probably sell. Let's send that back to the depot. Oh, we can't do that because it hasn't got a path to go back currently. That's fair enough, I suppose. Once it turns around, though, we're going to send it back. Because I want to replace it with the electric train. Because the electric trains are kind of nice, and they're faster, so we might as well. It's 1975. We got to be forward thinking. That's the way it's going to be. So, money and send it back. There we go. So it's going to go back. It's going to get itself sold. We might get some money from that. We might not. But what we're going to do is we're going to go again to multiple units, and we're going to get another one of these. 40-year lifespan on it. And passenger train line. There we go. So we have 2 of those moving out. This one has 35 passengers. Not bad. Oh, they look really cool. I'm really pleased with those. I really, really am. What about the rest of the continent, though? So there's a lot of goods waiting for transport up here. I feel like, if anything, we need to get more vehicles moving goods. So this right here is going to start shifting goods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of those on the goods to Chicago line. Speaking of Chicago, how are we looking there? Excellent in terms of what we're providing here. Not as good in terms of fuel, unfortunately. The fuel line is definitely having issues, and I'm not okay with that. Really not okay with that. Now, here's another question. Where's the Boeing plane? Where's the 737? There it is. There it is. Anyone on board? 12 people, actually. That's kind of surprising. And 13 waiting to go back here. I'm legitimately kind of surprised by that. What if can we upgrade this to like not? Aha. We can totally upgrade it with 3.81 million to do it. Yeah, definitely do it. There we go. Looks much, much better. Proper little airport right there. We could give it more terminals too, but I don't think we need those. What is this? Oh, it's a new... Oh, we got the Concorde as well. Looks like it's a 2-level passenger train and a new bus as well, the Chevrolet C60. Not bad. Definitely going to look into that. As for here, can I upgrade this, or is there just not the room? Yeah, there's not the room, so that little airfield's going to have to stay kind of garbage, really. But that's fine. Let's take a little look then and see if the C60 is going to be better than the one we currently have. So the one we have is the Fishbowl, 12 passengers. The C60 is 13 and is faster, so we're going to have to go for it. So the Chicago to Elgin line is light blue. That's fine. We'll go through all of these and get them replaced with the C60. So yellow for that one. The Arlington Loop is not all that popular, but we'll replace it anyway, despite it losing some money. We'll go for that color, which will be fine. The Chicago to Grand Prairie line is very, very blue, so that's that setup. The Lafayette line is very, very green, so that is that setup. The Salt Lake City and the Durham lines are the last 2 to go there. So again, C60 in a darker green. And then we want the C60 in black for that one. There we go. So that, I believe, other than the Santa Rosa loop, is all of those now set up. So C60 in a very bright red just there. Okay, that should be fine. Tell you what I'm going to do. Replace the Santa Rosa loop with all of those immediately. Replace the Chicago loop with all of those immediately as well. So we can get an idea of what they're going to start looking like. I'm actually really, really curious to see what the C60s happen to look like. So that's what they look like right there. Not bad. Also, I'm really keen to see just how much Chicago's growing. I love seeing this. And I love that it's between two train tracks as well. That's quite nice. Can we further upgrade this? We can't turn it into a terminal station. I don't know why I even clicked that, to be honest. But yeah, that's going to be... I mean, we could do a second street connection. I don't know if we need it, to be honest. So I don't think we'll bother with that. I think we're good. The train station's doing what it has to do. It's working pretty well. Decent number of people waiting down here too, which is nice. We've got one of the trains coming down. 43 people. Going nice and quickly too. There's 41 people waiting here. How much money are we getting? $931,000. Not bad. Are they making money? They are making money. The fuel line still not making money. The airline also not making money. That's kind of to be expected though. We have a Boeing 737 going back and forth that barely ever fills up. Speaking of which, if I just pause real quick, how many people? 0. Yeah. So, yeah, no one's currently using this. Nice looking plane though, I have to give it that. Oh, that's loud. Oh, that was super loud. Good lord. That was unnecessarily loud is what that was. That really, really was. So, Arlington. Let's have another little look here. Still excellent. Food supplies are actually good, really? Did not expect that to work out. But there you go. Apparently the farm is working pretty well. So food supplies to Arlington are good. So we should, by all means, see Arlington eventually grow. And grow quite nicely at that. So I'm definitely keen for that kind of thing. Definitely keen to see Arlington do a lot of growing. Really, really excited for that. Also thinking I want to go in with a medium street just real quick and do this. Just so, you know, that's not sort of almost looping. There's almost like a legit loop there, which is really good news. And yeah, there are actually people that are, you know, using the buses down here. So that is really good. I'm really, really pleased with that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think why are you leaving there whilst not being full? What is that about? Because it shouldn't be. Why is that train, this one here, why are you leaving Upper Arlington when you don't? That's odd. That's really, really odd. We might have to look into an alternate method to bring fuel to Chicago because the train is just not great. Fuel production in general is just kind of not great. For some reason, this right here is just not really producing all that much. Maybe we need more trucks. I don't think that's the answer. I don't really know what the answer is going to be, but there's got to be one somewhere that we're just missing. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I reckon I'm going to leave it there for today. So thank you kind of for watching. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!